Good afternoon from Exit 407. It's time to go check out what's new in the Smokies for the month of September as we go for a drive through Sevierville into Pigeon Forge and walk through downtown Gatlinburg. We'll try to give you an update on places like the new Ripley's Illusion Lab, the Nerf and Crayola experience, as well as the Scooby-Doo mystery putt, and much more. We'll be checking out a number of great family-friendly fall events you can do this September, such as SkyLand Ranch's Moose and Booze and their Ghost Town, which occurs on select nights, as well as Dollywood's Harvest Festival with their Great Pumpkin Illuminates that kicks off September 12th, and a number of other events at places like Anakeesta and Ober Mountain. And we've got some really good news to share about a popular road that's been closed down. We'll also talk about crowds and when to avoid them, such as the very popular Fall Rod Run this September. And we'll touch on what the weather should be like. And speaking of weather, it's actually an absolutely beautiful day, so I'm excited to take you for a walk. There's a lot to see and only so much time in the day. If you could do us a big favor, if you're new to our channel, make sure you are subscribed and simply like this video. Those are two simple ways to support our channel. We recently crossed 150,000 subscribers, and that means a lot to us. So thank you guys for all your support and checking out these videos. All right, without further ado, let the adventure begin. So as we come out from the Buc-ee's, still nothing going on at the 407 Gateway to Adventure area. Maybe we'll see something in 2026 start to emerge. So let's take a left here and head towards Pigeon Forge. Our first stop is going to be up here on the right next to the Sevierville Welcome Center. You can see lots of construction going on. They're working on something that we need here in Sevier County, as we currently only have one Walmart. So they're working on building a second. Let me pull in and show you, which this is a great place to stop whenever you're coming to the Smokies, as they have all sorts of helpful things inside. So this is a great little welcome center. They have all sorts of different brochures and booklets on a number of different attractions and restaurants, many of which have all sorts of discount coupons. They've got some photo spots and some history of the area. So even though there's construction going on, you're still able to come over here. Like I said, some good photo spots, read about the history of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and a little place to come in here. There's always somebody to help answer any questions you may have, some restrooms. So let's go see where this Walmart is going to be. They're currently working on the entrance. It will have 5 lanes in and out, and they'll be putting in a new fire station, police station back here, and then back in the corner will be a brand new Walmart. It will be a very large 176,000 square foot Walmart. It will have 10 gas pumps, so it will help out tremendously. Don't know exactly when it will be finished, but we'll do our best to keep you updated on when it is complete. As we work our way down the parkway, I did want to touch on weather for the month of September. The average for Pigeon Forge is a high of 80 and a low of 57 degrees. So it's going to start cooling off, but I wouldn't worry about it being too cold yet. You should be able to have some really nice weather in the evenings. Let's go past Smoky Mountain Knife Works, the world's largest knife showplace, and take a right into these shops. I think there is a place that finally opened up. We've been checking out for some time. Let's see if they are indeed open. As we come back, here is the Mountain Cut Distillery. It does now have a grand opening banner on it. Let's go inside real quick and see what they have. So when you come in, you can do a $5 tasting of their different moonshines, all of which is made in-house here. One thing I want to point out is all of their different moonshines and beverages are completely clear, as they add no artificial dyes of any kind. So you can come over here on your way in or way out. You can pay $5, and for that $5 tasting, you can try any of the ones that are checked off. If you want to pause the video, it's a total of 13 different moonshines, vodkas, rum, whiskey, and creams that they have. They have a little bit of merchandise over here in the store, but that is a look inside the Mountain Cut Distillery over here by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So just wanted to let you know that is now open back here by Bud's Gun Shop and Range from Winfield Dunn Parkway. It looks like they're almost done with this Weigels. They're getting close to finishing that. And our next stop is going to be in this shopping plaza right here. If I come to this back corner of this shopping plaza, right next to the Anytime Fitness is the new Black Cat Lounge, which the hours are listed here. They recommend that you go to their website and book an appointment, but let's go inside and find out more about this place. So we're inside the Black Cat Lounge with Caitlin. Caitlin, tell us a little bit about this place.
Okay, so Black Cat Lounge is a cat adoption lounge. We work with 2 shelters, Care in Jefferson City and Foxy Family in Cosby. So you buy tickets to our lounge, you come in. You don't have to adopt a cat, but we recommend it. We're just promoting adoption and getting cats out of the shelter and getting them home.
So appointment is recommended, but if I didn't have an appointment, I came by and there's no one in right now, how would it work? What would I do from here?
Just walk in. We have a waiver to sign just that you acknowledge that cats are unpredictable. They can scratch and bite. So we don't get
that
sued.
One's out the window right now.
That is Jessie. She loves attention, and there hasn't been many people come to pet her today, so she's throwing a fit.
The paw is going under the door right now. So if you can adopt the cat, great. But if not, you're able to pet the cats and get to meet them once you've signed the waiver. And then you have some different snacks over here that you can have out here, or are you able to bring those inside?
Yep, you can bring them inside.
Okay, so you can enjoy one of your prepackaged snacks or drinks, head inside and see. What's this one's name again?
That's Jessie.
Hi, Jessie. Jessie's saying hi to everybody on the video. Here is a look at the inside. We'll have to come back here with Bree. Bree is a big cat person. So some of them will come up and you can pet. Hello. Oh, they're all coming out here now. So you want to come over to the Black Cat Lounge. This is what the inside is like. Looks like they've got lots of things to climb on and play with in here. And if you want to take home a cat, you can. But we have 3 cats at home, so we need to get back on the road. Let's keep going to see what else we can find. So again, that Black Cat Lounge is right across from Cavender's Boot City, right next to the Fly Scenic Helicopter Tours. And as we come up to Wilderness at the Smokies and Soaky Mountain Water Park, which will remain open in September, it will just have more limited days. As we made it into some traffic, I did want to point out, expect traffic to be increased on September 11th, 12th, and 13th for the fall rod run. That's probably going to be the busiest weekend in September. Otherwise, weekdays in September are not that bad as a lot of kids are in school. I would just avoid that weekend, September 11th, 12th, and 13th. I would expect a lot of traffic here in the area on that particular fall rod run weekend. Let's take a left here and check out BJ's Wholesale Club. Some people were asking to see an update on that. Oh, it looks like it's coming along pretty well. I think they told me last time I asked, they're aiming for November, but I think they might be on a little bit faster track than that. So I've asked around a little bit and it sounds like it could possibly open up at the end of September. If not, probably the beginning part of October. So we actually already purchased our membership for here. So when it does open up, we'll do our best to come back, walk you around on the inside to help you determine if it's a membership you want to get, or is there particular items you can go get without a membership and just pay a fee? How all that works when that does open, hopefully later this month, if not, October. So we are on the main parkway. Want to check out something that's just up here on the right. So there's a number of fast food places over here, Wendy's, Crystal, there's a McDonald's up ahead. But we are going to check out the new Long John Silver's that is now open over here on the right. So they do have a drive-through, but I want to go inside real quick just to check out what this one is like. Which when you first walk in to the right here, they've got a State of Tennessee, LJS up at the top, the birthplace of Dolly Parton, the Harrisburg Bridge, and the Great Smoky Mountains. Here's a look at the inside dining. It's like a standard Long John Silver menu. If you do have a good service, you can come ring the bell which has Sevierville, Tennessee on it. So for those who have been looking forward to getting some Long John Silvers, you can do so over here now. I'm gonna get back onto the Parkway and check out another restaurant that should be opening up very soon. And they're just peeling out in front of me left and right today. So before we get up to the existing Walmart, we're gonna turn into this shopping plaza. So I just chatted with the guys inside Dos Bros. They're working on getting this open sometime mid-September. They're aiming for like the 8th through the 14th. They're waiting on some final inspections and things like that. But they said, if you like Chipotle, you'll love Dos Bros. So we have never had Dos Bros. We'll have to come back and try it once it opens. You can take a left here on Collier, which will get us to another place I wanted to show you real quick. If we head down Dolly Parton Parkway towards Bush's Beans, we would pass by the Smoky Mountain Deer Farm. You can stop by the Springtime Exotic Petting Farm and Adventure Park back here as well, where you can hold, touch, and feed a large variety of animals. They also have a 200-foot super mega slide and a 70-foot pumpkin jump pad and much more. The tickets are very reasonable, so if you're looking for a fun fall activity, you can head over here. If we keep driving on from the petting farm, there is a new mill with a cute little general store, which we could keep driving straight and we would get to Bush's Beans Visitor Center. They have a free museum and a great little cafe you could go to, but we're gonna turn here on Blowing Cave Road. We just go past some of these houses, this big red barn, and we're looking for a mill just up here on the left. And here is the mill that you can actually do a tour of. So there's not a lot of parking, but you can come over here to the store. And you can see they do mill tours. It's $8 per person. Kids 6 and under are free. I feel like I've just been transported back in time when I walked into the store. As you can see, all of the different old time products on display over here. They're currently stocking up with different things they'll be selling. They've got some jellies and jams that you can buy, including some old candies. I remember these as a kid, these candy cigarettes and all sorts of different licorice. And again, this is where you can go in and do a mill tour. So we're actually inside the mill at the moment, which is part of the tour. And you can come down here, they'll explain the whole process. I'm excited to come back over here and learn more about how this mill operates. So we'll try to do that next week. They got lots of taffy. They've got some glass bottled drinks for $3 here in this old cooler that you can grab, as well as some different sundae cones and fudge bars that you can grab in this old freezer here. Here's a look at a few of the fudges they don't have out on display, but you'll be able to get these soon, which will be out on display over here. Currently working on this old popcorn machine. So this place is really neat. I'm gonna try to come back with Bree on a different day so we can do a mill tour together and try out their fudge and a couple different things as they are getting this place all set up. You can come visit this mill that is now reopened every day from 10 to 6, except Sundays. They will close down. And if you continued right down the road, you would run into the English Mountain Trout Farm, and Forbidden Caverns is another activity you could do with your visit to the Blowing Cave Mill over here. So we're back on the Parkway. I did want to go over here to SkyLand Ranch to talk about a few things that they're kicking off this September. So starting September 5th, SkyLand Ranch will have 3 different events going on through November 1st. Every day you can enjoy their Apple Harvest Festival with a number of fall decorations, food items, and entertainment up top. They have 2 other events on select days that reservations are required. First, their Moose and Booze, which is a family-friendly trick-or-treating event. They also have their Ghost Town at SkyLand Ranch. This is going to be a spooky but not scary event, perfect for all ages. That begins at 5 o'clock on select nights. We've always enjoyed our time here at SkyLand Ranch, riding their mountain coaster, going up to see the animals, and the live entertainment is fantastic. But I'm excited to come back here. We'll do more detailed videos of those 3 events, particularly the Ghost Town, which looks like it's going to have some really fun, spooky food. So we'll come back and check that out and put a full video. When that's up, I'll put it down in the pinned comment down below. So from SkyLand Ranch, we go past Five Oaks Farm Kitchen, which we need to come back here and do a video review of this place. We have been here, we've just never made a video. Always had a good experience. Another place we need to get back to and do a video is the Apple Barn back here. I highlighted some new menu items last month, so that is on our very long list of places to go do a video of. But as we cross over the Little Pigeon River, we are now in Pigeon Forge. And if we come over here to the right, there's actually a little bit more progress on the Ripley's Illusion Lab building. As you can see, it's got a lot more color on the building. Looks like there's still a bit of work to be done, but as this gets closer to opening, we'll do our best to get inside and show you what that Illusion Lab is like once it's closer to opening. And I don't know if the Nerf or Crayola experience is going to happen. I don't think so this year for sure, but maybe they're still trying to figure out a way to get it launched this next year, but I don't see any signage or anything changing with that. So let's go past Hatfield and McCoy's, Beyond the Lens, and the Titanic Attraction Museum. I'm out here driving in the middle of the afternoon on a weekday. I don't think weekdays in September should be too bad, as I mentioned before. I would just say that that Rod Run weekend, this is going to be very slow traffic going up and down the parkway. So we could turn on to Teaster Lane here to get to the Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt. I think we're going to stop up here at the Lumberjack Square first and then work our way over to see what Scooby-Doo is looking like. So we go past the Incredible Christmas Place store, start shopping for Christmas now. And the inn at Christmas Place Hotel that we passed by. So now that we made it to the Lumberjack Square, Paula Deen's Lumberjack Feud Supper Show changes over to Jacktoberfest on September 20th through October 31st as they celebrate Oktoberfest Lumberjack style. They'll be changing up the menu when that kicks off September 20th a little bit, and they'll have some new elements in the show. So we'll do our best to come back over here and show you what their new Lumberjack or Jacktoberfest supper show is like. I'm actually gonna take a shortcut to head over to Wares Valley Road, going by No Way Jose's and Rocky Top Harley Davidson. We hit a school zone over here at Pigeon Forge High School. Gotta slow it down. Into school zone. Now we can pick it up. We got another school zone. And we have the end of the school zone, and I don't see any progress on these orange buildings over here to the right, but I wanted to see if there was any progress on the new Sawyer's restaurant. So it looks like it's making some progress, but I don't think it's gonna be open just quite yet, maybe in October. Let me work through these school zones, and our next stop will be up at the Mountain Mile. So we made it up to the Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt. It looks like the water tower is still down and a number of characters are missing that they plan to put out onto the course. So it looks like somebody's out on the course doing some lighting work right now. I don't think they're going to be opening in September. That's just a guess, but I'm sure they would love to have this course completed and open in October, as it has lots of spooky themed elements that they're still trying to get added to the course. Hopefully we'll have some better news for you on our next month's October What's New video. If this does open up early, we'll do our best to come over here and show you what this new Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt golf course is like here in Pigeon Forge. On the other side of the Mountain Mile, over here by Azul Cantina, there is a new store. I wanted to walk you in real quick to see what they have, which would be this Bigfoot in the Smokies store. I believe they have one in Townsend, so this would be their second location. So I've actually never been to their Townsend store, but this has all sorts of very little unique Bigfoot related items. It carries some different Dr. Squatch brand products. They even have Bigfoot popcorn over here. I see all sorts of things. Bigfoot candles. We got Bigfoot rock candy crystals, all sorts of Bigfoot signs and puzzles and cards. And then they have a number of the Bigfoot in the Smokies shirts over here and sweatshirts. Looking forward to some cooler weather, lots of different hats. They even have some Bigfoot gold chains. I don't know exactly what occasion I would wear this on, but there's got to be something I could wear this. I feel like Kirk Cousins right now.
Dress rehearsal? Big Kirkle wakes up dripping like this.
After I just won a big game. But hopefully not winning any big games against the Bucks this year. They also have some really cute pajamas in here. Papa Squatch, Mama Squatch, and here is Little Squatch PJs over here. And then they have some other different shirts over here. And I think this one might be my favorite. Only in Tennessee. Bigfoot walking a black bear. And if you come in the store, make sure you look up so you can see some of the legends of Tennessee. I think that might be like a Bigfoot Dolly Parton. This is the Bigfoot version of Peyton Manning when he played for Tennessee. And we've got a Bigfoot Elvis and a Bigfoot Davy Crockett. I just wanted to walk you back here and show you this new store that is open in the Mountain Mile, which the Mountain Mile is just a great place to come out here as the weather is getting cooler. We've got some cornhole boards and some different things for the family to do over here. Some good restaurants like Azul and Junction 35 back behind me, but let's get back on the road. As we just passed by REI, I also want to point out this used to be something, I believe it was called the Listening Room. Bree said she went there and said it was okay, so it's closed down, and I'm curious what they will put here, so I'll have to keep an eye on this particular project over here. So we checked out one new Bigfoot store. There's another Bigfoot store at the island here in Pigeon Forge. Well, we've made it up here to the island in Pigeon Forge. All of their dinosaurs will remain out until November 2nd. So you can come out here as the weather's getting nice, walk around, see all the dinosaurs, and see if you can find them all to win a prize. You can even come over and get some dinosaur jerky. I think I have to see what this is real quick, which is basically some teriyaki flavored smoked beef, but they have that back here, as well as some shark, camel, and alligator jerky. Let's go check out the new store I wanted to show you, which is back here next to the Great Big Game Show. The Bigfoot Harley Davidson is open. So they have a number of different t-shirts that you can come in here and shop for, like this Bigfoot Harley Davidson Pigeon Forge with the wheel on it and a bike out in front. They also have some tank tops back here and some different long sleeve shirts, some glasses, and different Harley Davidson merchandise that you can shop for. They also have some women's shirts over on this side as well. So you can come back here to the island and do some shopping or find a nice treat to sit out here around the fountain show, which goes off every half hour with some nicer weather this September. So it's technically the next day. I decided to wrap up after the island and go home and have dinner with the family. So there's a few more things I want to show you in Pigeon Forge, and then we're going to head over to Gatlinburg. Thankfully, it's another beautiful day in the Smokies. The weather is so nice right now. It's 63 degrees, so I'm excited to go for a walk through Gatlinburg with you. And I just want to point out, if we take a right here on Jake Thomas Road, we'll run into a new Embassy Suites. I just went and did a tour of it. It is a really nice brand new hotel here in Pigeon Forge that has an amazing view up on their rooftop patio. So if you want to check out what the new Embassy Suites right up here on Jake Thomas Road, I'll put a link to that video down in the pinned comment. And as we come up to Dollywood, I did want to point out that their Harvest Festival kicks off September 12th, which is when they have all of their pumpkins turned on. There's a bunch of pumpkins out right now, but officially at night, they come to life for their Great Pumpkin Illuminates. So we'll be doing a tour of all the pumpkins and entertainment that's new for their Harvest Festival, as well as their new tasting pass. We'll go over all the new food in the park and let you know what the best of the fest is. That's gonna be in some separate videos. And just past Dollywood, up here on the right, is a new Roamin Man Pizza. We went and finally got to try it the other day. They have a really good cheeseburger pizza. They have something very unique called a pizzadilla, along with some great food. It has some really great history of the area. Just past that, we've come up to Rocky Top Mountain Coaster. They're gonna be kicking off their Haunted Coaster on October 1st. So I'll be going over that in next month's video. But we're gonna take a right onto Teaster Lane. We're gonna go past where we would turn in to go to the old mill. And there's something I wanted to show you, which would be right here on the left before we get to Food City. There's Escape electric bikes that they actually have bike rentals. So if you're looking to go to Cades Cove and you want an e-bike, you can come over here and rent one from them. And just around the corner from that, they have this new ice cream and snack shop that they're working on. It sounds like they're trying to get it up and running mid-September. I'm afraid to pronounce what this is. All right, I'll try. Miko Akana. I'm probably butchering it. So again, sometime mid-September, you can come over here and get some fun new ice cream in this little plaza. Let's turn on to the Old Mill Avenue. I am curious if any fall decorations are out over here in the Old Mill District yet. So I actually just chatted with someone who works for the Old Mill, and they said that they'll be decorating at the beginning of September. So we'll see lots of different pumpkins and scarecrows starting the first week in September. So we'll have to come back, and I actually haven't had breakfast at the Old Mill ever. So I'll come back and try their breakfast. Got the new Elkmont Winery over here to the right, which we've highlighted in the past. We showed the new Long John Silver's. It looks like there's nothing going in yet at the old Long John Silver's over here to the right. Passing by Dolly Parton's Stampede, and coming up to our next stop, which should be up here on the left, something new that's coming this September. So let's go walk inside and see what they're adding this month to the Ripley's Fun Park here in Pigeon Forge, which should be an indoor activity. And once you're inside Ripley's Fun Park, they have a number of different arcade games. They're going to be adding this Verse immersive experience. It's called Everworld, the Unreal Garden. It's an immersive augmented reality story where you are the main character. Once you're inside, there's a number of different riddles and puzzles. This experience comes with 2 games for $29.99. It says that since it uses augmented reality, you won't get motion sick, so maybe we'll try to come back when this opens up sometime after September 12th, try it out, and tell you what we think of this new augmented reality experience. So as we pass by the Pigeon Forge racing coaster, we come to the end of Pigeon Forge. We're going to go through the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and we'll be in Gatlinburg in just a moment. I did want to point out, you can see on this sign, it says Highway 441 via Great Smoky Mountains National Park to North Carolina is currently closed. The good news is they did get some funding and set up some contracts that they said it should be done on or by the 30th of September. Basically, there was a section of the road that kind of collapsed in a little bit, so they had to close down that 441 that gets you between Tennessee and North Carolina. So again, good news. That should be complete, according to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and in a press release on or by the 30th of September. When it comes to any of the road closures or construction, you can always check out the Great Smoky Mountains National Park website. They highlight any particular road closures up at the top of their page. Now that we've made it into Gatlinburg, let's park here at Herbert Holt Park and go for a walk through downtown. So now that we've parked, I'm gonna go for a walk with you from this end of downtown all the way to the other side. And it is a perfect day for a walk. The temperature is in the mid 60s. The crowds are very low. In fact, I don't think there's anyone in line for hillbilly golf right now. Indeed, there is no one in line at the moment, so if I wanted to go play a round of golf, there would be no wait. So towards the end of August, September are a great time to visit as kids are back in school. Crowds are really low. However, come October, I would expect crowds to pick up as people want to come see all of the color changes in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. As we continue to walk, I want to point out you can see the new Hotel Indigo right here. Bree and I were able to go up to their altitude rooftop bar that just opened up. We recently did a video going over their menu, trying a couple different things, and we show you what the view is like from the top of this rooftop bar, which I believe might be the largest in downtown Gatlinburg right now. But they've got a dance floor and they'll have live music, so if you'd like to check out that video, we'll put that down in the pinned comment. Since the crowds are very low, I figured I'd walk into the Ogle cabin real quick. That is open. This was originally built in 1807. So you're able to come in here and see what it was like to live in the Smokies in the early 1800s. So again, original cabin that they eventually moved over here. See lots of empty trolleys out right now with the low crowds. So perfect day for a walk. We've made it up to Anakeesta, which has some of their fall decorations out, which their Bear-Varian Fall Festival kicks off August 29th and runs through November 2nd. We'll be making a video of their new Bear-Varian Festival when it does kick off. You can enjoy autumn decor throughout the park, seasonal entertainment for the whole family, and delicious Bavarian-inspired eats. You can also get a beer tasting card for $22.99. With each card, guests can try up to 6 8-ounce pours of multiple beers from around different locations in the park. That was pretty difficult to say between Bear-Varian, Bavarian, and beer. I had to say that a couple different times. You got the edited version. And see, they're actually working on getting their fall decorations put up here in the plaza, but I'm excited to head up and check out their new Bear-Varian Fall Festival, which again will be happening at the beginning of September throughout the entire month of September and won't end until November 2nd. When I did ask on our Facebook page, what would you guys like to see an update on? A lot of people said, we want to see the Mountain Mall. So I'll try to get over and do an updated tour of all the shops within the Mountain Mall as soon as I can. As we pass by the Pancake Pantry, I think we should go for a quick walk through the village to see if any fall decorations are out yet. I don't know what it is, but something smells really good over here. So I don't see any fall decorations out yet back here at the village, but it is still such a beautiful day. The sun is out. The weather feels fantastic. So maybe next month for our October video, we'll be able to show you some more decorations that are out back here. As we made it up to Fanny Farkle's, this is something I guess that's been here for a few months, but I've never noticed the Trump Tells All. You can come in and pay $1, and Trump is holding a Fanny Farkle's corn dog, and here's what he says.
Here at Fanny Farkle's, we have the world's greatest corn dogs. These things are huge.
So you just never know what you might run into here in Gatlinburg. Something's always changing in some way, shape, or form. So let's go check out the new Goo Goo Cluster store over here in the Regan Terrace Mall. Go inside and see how their make your own Goo Goo Cluster works. So you can come inside and shop for all the standard Goo Goo Clusters, or you can come to the back and make your own. So you just come up to the screen here. It costs $15.99 to design your own chocolate bar. So you pick either milk or dark chocolate. If I was making one for Brie, we'd pick dark. You could pick any 2 fillings, or you could just pick one. Let's go with peanut butter Let's maybe double up peanut butter, okay. And then you can pick up to 3 add-ons. So certain ones like toffee pieces might be a little more, but you can pick whichever 3 you want. Let's go there, there, and there just to demo. And then we hit next, and then it gives you the ability to add on sea salt or rainbow sprinkles. So you just add it to your cart and check out. And once you're done with that, you can come over here and watch them make it for you. It comes out in about 10 minutes. So this is one of 2 stores where you can make your own Goo Goo Cluster. The other one being in Nashville, their headquarters. So just want to give you a look at how that works here at the new Goo Goo Cluster store in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. As I mentioned, it is a quiet morning here in Gatlinburg. There really are not too many people out on the street right now, just some people walking their dog up ahead. So this is such a great day for a walk. Our next stop should be just up on the left past the old Smoky Candy Kitchen. As we've made it over to Myron Mixon Barbecue Co. They're gonna be hosting their first annual barbecue smoke-off. They partnered up with Smoking for a Cause, which is an organization that's fighting pediatric brain cancer. You can check out their website if you wanna purchase tickets and come to that particular event. Across the street, you've got the Gatlinburg Sky Park. I wouldn't anticipate seeing fall colors in September. You're gonna be able to enjoy those more come October. We can still go up there throughout the month of September as the weather is cooling down and have a nice day. Checking out their new bar that they've added along with their restaurant. So we're talking about the new Altitude Rooftop Bar on the other side of downtown Gatlinburg. There is a new Speakeasy that is going to be opening up here at the Elks Plaza that you can go into through the coffee store back here. So you would come into the coffee syndicate, which has a bunch of fun coffees and pastries and things you can get in the morning, but in the evening time, you'll be entering in this door right here. And once you go through the cooler, you're transported back in time like you're at an old speakeasy. So we'll be going back here and doing a more detailed video showing you what they have on their menu and help you decide if this is a place you want to stop at on your next visit to Gatlinburg. Now, as we move on from the Elks Plaza, across the street is Ober Mountain, which kicks off their Oktoberfest festival on September 20th through October 31st. They'll be adding new fall decorations, entertainment, and some new food items up top. So if you want to go over to their Oktoberfest, that kicks off officially September 20th. So from Ober Mountain, as we pass by Luigi's, we come up to what was formerly Cumberland Jack's. It is not being sold. It didn't go out of business. They're just hitting the reset button, is what I understand, on the theming and on the menu. So I did ask around. It sounds like they're aiming for sometime in October to open up with, again, a new theme, new menu. So whenever it does open up, we'll try to come check out what the new restaurant is called and what they are serving here. And here towards the end of downtown Gatlinburg, we come to the Park Grill. They recently added a new Timber Tales animated bear show. We did a video showing what the bear show is like and everything on their salad bar. It's one of our favorite salad bars in the area, and just go over everything on their menu. So if you haven't checked out our video where we show the new Timber Tales Bear Show, I'll put a link to that down below as well. And as we made it to the end of downtown Gatlinburg, where you get into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, I want to point out that Cades Cove vehicle-free Wednesdays end this month. The last day that you can enjoy it is September 24th. So if you want to head over to Cades Cove and go on the loop with no vehicles, it's a great experience. September 24th is the last Wednesday that you can do that this year. That's going to wrap up our tour through the Smokies, checking out what's new for the month of September. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, simply like it before you leave. There are things sometimes I just miss or don't get to. So if I've missed anything or you want me to check out in October's video, let me know down in the comments, and let me know down in the comments, out of everything we checked out, what are you most excited to see on your next visit? And again, I just want to take a moment to thank you all for all your support as we just crossed 150,000 subscribers. We are doing a giveaway that I'll put a link to down below. But if you made it this far, we thank God for you. Until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure.